So I've had the pleasure of getting to use Oeksound's new plugin, Bloom. Bloom is an adaptive tone shaping plugin that can be used for a number of things in audio production. So far for me, I've been using it a lot in mixing and mastering. I just want to give a huge thanks to Oeksound for sponsoring this. Already within a couple months, Bloom is one of my favorite tools in my music production. Okay, so let's jump into it. We're going to look at Bloom, some of its key features, and how I've been using it so far in my work.
It analyzes an incoming signal and automatically reduces or boosts frequencies to improve tonal balance. So it can improve clarity, brightness, warmth. It can also reduce harsh frequencies that are unpleasant. So one really important thing that I do love about Bloom, it kind of just starts acting right away. Each change that you do within this plugin can be fine-tuned. For example, you can increase or reduce a specific frequency band within the plugin. So the amount dial acts as the strength of the effect. It also has a built-in compression function, and it kicks in once the amount parameter is pushed above 7. Bloom's module will then start applying frequency-dependent compression. The attack dial defines how fast the effect's full processing will kick in, and the release dial impacts how long the processing will take to stop being applied. I find the mix function helpful, as it allows me to only mix in a part of the overall process signal. Another really important tool within this plugin is that you can bypass any part of the frequency spectrum. Let's say I only wanted to process past 250 Hertz, can easily bypass anything underneath that. Same thing for the higher end. So the factory default setting, I like applying it to so many different things. For example, a specific instrument or a drum group or a vocal or even my master chain. And from there, I'll basically just dial in the amount by ear and play with other settings. Another important area of the plugin is these frequency bands that you can adjust. So let's say we have some processing going on around 250 Hertz, but we want to reduce that. We can actually pull down this band and reduce the boosting that is happening there, or even start cutting in real time. Same with the higher end. If we want a bit more brightness, we can boost there. So you have a lot of control, and you can slide these along to a specific frequency. The presets that Oeksound has provided, there's so many, from bass to straight up cleanup ones for drums, guitars, imaging, keys, master bus, and even orchestral and vocals. So far, I've found myself using the EDM master one quite a lot on my master chain. I'm also quite a fan of the warm pop and warm and clear pop vocal presets. We're gonna throw it on to the master chain of my new track, Here With Me, which is a collaboration with Lex Obel. So right now, it's completely inactive. And we're gonna enable the plugin. So the difference is huge. It's actually kicking into the compression function already. So it does sound good, but what I like to do is bring down the amount parameter and, play with it to my liking. So this is before and after. Clarity, cutting a little bit of the harshness from the mix that's there. It acts in such quick response to your mix. I've got a drum group here. We're gonna throw Bloom on. I think that is pushing the kind of low mids a little too much there, but I'm gonna bring that down. You can see every time the kick's hitting, it's ducking a little bit in the low end. So this is before. Slightly less harsh, and everything just kind of fits together a lot more nicely. You can look at some of the drum presets that they have here. I think I would more try this one though, the drum bus. So here's a vocal that I think was sounding a little too harsh. So I threw Bloom on there, and I think it really helped tame down some of those highs to high mids.
Sleep better when your hands sleep better when your hands dirty. Sleep better when your hands dirty. Sleep better when your
I can hear it bringing down some of that harsh resonance.
sleep better when your hands sleep better when your hands sleep better when your hands dirty.
Here's a group where I've got a sort of complextro bass section going on. I feel like the frequencies are a little bit all over the place, so I'm gonna put Bloom on this group. Here's before and after. Everything's just held a lot more together. I feel like it's got that increased mid-range. Bit of increased low, you know, while having that kind of muddiness ducked out and the high end brought up. Huge shout out to Oeksound for sponsoring this video, and I cannot wait to try more of their products in the future. Definitely go make sure to check out Bloom and Oeksound's products. Okay, so if you've got this far, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope that you get a chance to check out this plugin.